If you weren't afraid of receiving the word no or hearing the word no, I'm curious what actions you might take that you're not taking and what you're protecting yourself from with the word no. If you and I haven't met, if you and I haven't met yet, my name is Shelagh Cummins, and I'm the CEO and founder of the Road to Seven. We support women entrepreneurs that are on the road to and beyond seven figures in their business. I have been talking to a lot of my clients this week, and there's a lot who have a lot of money out in proposals that are sitting there in the internet land. They have potential offers out to some private clients. Maybe they have a proposal out to an organization or a company who needs their work. They have offers on the table or program launches, and they're not closing the door, and it's hurting them. When you have an offer out on the table to potentially work with someone privately, they are taking up headspace and hope for you. That hope means that you likely are not going to keep doing what you need to get that next prospect in front of you, to be putting out that content, to be making the moves, to be drawing in those people. If you have offers out there and you're not following up and following up consistently, then that's on you. I had one woman who said she had $110,000 in proposals out, and she said, but they're just not closing. And so we went through every single one and we came up with a follow-up plan. And do you know what her resistance was? Well, I'll tell you what she said it was versus what it actually was. She said she didn't want to follow up because she didn't want to pester them, or she didn't want to be a pain, or she didn't want to bother them. What she was really doing was protecting herself from hearing no. Let's talk first about the pestering and the bothering. When you're making an offer to someone through your business, doesn't matter if you're selling a product or you're selling a service, you are a bridge. You are helping them attain something that they potentially cannot get themselves. So if you're in the weight loss business, you are offering the transportation of someone releasing weight. Not the transportation. You are helping someone with the transformation to help them release weight from their body. If you're a business coach, you're probably going to help somebody with their business model or figure out how to increase revenue. If you're in a marketing space, you're probably helping them get from where they are of not being seen to actually being seen. You are simply a conduit of support to help them get somewhere where they want to be. So you following up with an offer of help or support is not pestering them. It's helping them make a strategic move and investment in themselves to help them get a result that they want. Now, in that exchange, it's very possible they might say no. And when they say no, what we do is think that it's us. We are terrible. We don't have a good offer. They don't want to work with us. We're a bad person. We're a failure as a business owner. All of this emotion and backstory comes up simply because somebody isn't ready to move ahead with their own transformation to get them to where it is they want to go. But it has nothing to do with you. It's all on them. It means either they're not ready to invest and to have this solution. They might want it, but they're not ready to do the work. Maybe it's not in their budget yet, and they need a little bit of time to sort out their finances to make that strategic investment. Maybe they don't trust themselves that they'll be able to follow through and get the transformation that they want. But you not following up on your offer or helping somebody say yes is you buying into those stories that they are using to stall to get the transformation. So with this woman, we sat down and we went through every single offer that she had out. We talked about the last touch point and we came up with a great follow-up, which inevitably was like, hey, do you still want to? And then we inserted the outcomes that that person wanted. She closed $63,000 in business the next day. if she hadn't followed up and she kept protecting herself from the no. And this is what she said. She said, well, I don't want to follow up because after all those proposals are dried up, I don't really have any other leads. Well, okay, that means we have a lead generation issue that we need to fix. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with you as the business owner. She also closed $63,000 of work in a 24-hour period that she wouldn't have closed if she didn't follow up and help somebody say yes. Now, she also heard no. And what was interesting is the people she heard no from, she had this incredible feeling of relief. And she said things like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful they said no, I didn't really want to do that work. And then there was another client, she said, I really didn't jive with her. She wasn't my jam. Thank God she got the no. If that person had been taking up space and in her sphere of working, it's a burden. It's taking time away from you doing what it is that you do. And so we very often in our programs have to clear out the possibility. We've got to move those people who have not yet committed out of their sphere, out of the sphere of the business owner, so they can move forward with clarity and confidence and know that it's time for them to put out another offer. So if you're afraid of the no because you don't have new people coming in, then let's get the no to create the capacity and the space to be able to put out some more lead generators. If you're afraid of the no because that you're counting on that money, they're going to be saying no anyway. Let's figure out another way to get your money in the door. If you're not following up with people because you want to be a pest, let's figure out why you're not standing behind the value that you bring and the results that you're helping people achieve. It has nothing to do with you as a person. It means we either have the wrong people in our sphere or we're offering something that they maybe don't want right now. Somebody else had a massive proposal out. I mean, we're talking a couple $100,000 with a really big company. And she didn't want to follow up because she didn't want to jinx it. She wanted to follow, the plan that they said. And when I pointed out that the people who were looking at the proposals were people just like her and I was like, if that was you, what would you want? And she said, well, I really wouldn't want somebody to be bothering me. And I said, okay, well, what is a way that you could follow up that would bring them value and remind them that you are the best person for the job? And do you know what she said? I'm not really sure I am the best person for a job. And when I pointed out that that was likely why she wasn't hearing back from this company, she was like, oh my God. And so we talked about what did she need to do in order to step into the value of the program she was bringing so that she was 100% the best person to do this work for this large company. And so we went through the process and we asked some strategic questions. We laid out the results that she's had for other similar companies and then the impact of that result and And we came up with a way of following up. Not that was, hi, have you seen my proposal yet? I just was wondering if you'd read it and when you were making your decision. We followed up by bringing some value. She was talking about how the person who's making the decision loves a specific kind of dog. So she saw this hilarious video on YouTube. This is all authentic. She didn't go looking for it. She had seen it the day before, which reminded her of that person who makes the decision. So I said, well, what if you just sent that person the video? And she was like, I guess I could. So we crafted the email. Hey, so-and-so, I saw this video the other day in my feed. I laughed out loud and I thought about your love for this type of dogs and I thought it might brighten your day. Signed her name. 3 days later, a $350,000 contract was awarded to her company. If you are hiding from the no, you are hiding from helping people do what it is that you do best. You are hiding from being able to help people with the transformation that you get, all because you have this massive story attached to what no means. No is a tool for good. When you hear no, chances are 9 times out of 10, they are not the right fit for you. That's okay. There's a lot of the right fit clients out there. It just means you need to go back and figure out how to get them. So what are you not doing because you're hiding from the no? What is one strategic follow-up that you could be making today that would get you closer to working with that client who you know you can get results for and where you stand behind your program 100%? What is that one thing that you could do? Because there's most likely some revenue attached to that offer. Who are you not following up with because you're afraid of pestering, bothering? I've got some people in my network. I probably contact them. I don't know. I think in the last 3 months, I probably contacted them 4 different times with 4 different ways that we could work together. And this one woman keeps saying, this isn't the right time. I've got other coaching going on, but please keep me posted about your next program. Now I have two opportunities, 2 options in that moment. I could curl up in a ball and be like, oh my God, she doesn't want to work with me. Oh, I'm this horrible who should I be doing this work? Blah, blah, blah. Or I can be like, hey, no problem. When you're ready, I'm here, which is exactly what I say every time. Made her another offer. We've got this brand new program starting May 1st. She's the perfect fit. It's exactly what she's looking for. She's closed out her other program last month that she was working on. She's now got the time. She's ready to invest in herself. She's ready. And she said yes. But if I had discounted her and I didn't keep following up with solutions that were great for her, not only would she still be stuck in the same spot, she also wouldn't have said yes to join a terrific program that we're running beginning May 1st. So listen, what are you hiding from? No is a great word. It's going to remove some stress from you. It's going to let people go. If you're hanging on to these imaginary potential clients, let them go and let's get some real potential clients in front of you. You got this. You're great. You're doing good work. Stand behind your offer. Follow up with people who need you. You're not pestering someone when you're helping them get from point A to point B. Make the offer. Hear the no. Move on. We'll talk to you next week.